It's a beautiful day to play some ukulele together. Thanks for joining me. My name is Kevin. In today's lesson, we're going to check out the Eagles' Hotel California, an iconic song, and it works perfectly on the ukulele. So for those of you who maybe are learning bar chords or want to start learning more bar chords, this is a great song to do it with. So get yourself tuned up and let's get to it. Hey, before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and click that alert bell so you know when the next video is coming your way. If you're interested in more learning resources, head over to allforuke.com where we have a full searchable library of songs, song sheets, practice tracks, worksheets, and more. All for you, allforuke.com. So the best way to learn bar chords is to apply them to a song and play them. And this is cool because if you like this song, you'll be learning bar chords and having a good time while you're doing it. So let's take a walk through this progression here. The song starts off on a B minor chord here. So I really want you to pay attention to where your index finger is as you're doing these bar chords. This is a great way to kind of start learning your way of moving shapes around, and that's what this song is great for. So start off with a B minor chord here. I bar the entire second fret with my index, and I place my ring finger on the fourth fret on the G string. It sounds like this. If you need to use your middle finger to help you compress down your index, you're welcome to do that. If not, just the index finger there. And then we move to this F sharp 7 chord. So I'm going to give you two options for this. The F sharp 7 is played with middle finger on the G string 3rd fret, index on the E string of the 2nd fret, ring finger on the 4th fret of the C string, and then our pinky goes down here on the A string of the 4th fret. So you could either play it like this, or you could keep the bar in place from when you were playing the B minor chord, because this F sharp 7 comes right after it, and just place your fingers down in front of the bar. So you could make this little move from B minor to F sharp 7. And that's what I'm saying about these bars, because if the bar is in place, it's easier just to move your extra fingers around. So if you want to keep the bar going throughout this entire progression, it might make it a little easier for you. So we have B minor, we have F sharp 7. Now in place of this F sharp 7, you could also just use a standard F sharp chord, which I do from time to time, and I'll do that in the play along. And the F sharp 7 is played by barring the 1st fret. Nope, it's just an F sharp, it's not a 7, like I just said. And we have the ring finger here on the 3rd fret G string, middle finger on the E string of the 2nd fret, so that looks like this. And if you look at this shape, you see the F chord within this bar chord shape. If I were to move that down, there's your F, so I just move that up 1 fret, and that becomes F sharp. So our first two chords, we have B minor and either F sharp 7 or F sharp. They'll both work there. Then we move to an A chord. So the easy version of the A chord is using our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string, index on the C string of the 1st fret. But to put it in a bar chord form, we're going to bar the 4th fret here, put our ring finger on the 6th fret of the G string, and middle finger on the E string of the 5th fret. And that's kind of more of where the voice leading goes with the chords. So again, using the bars I think is the better way to do this. So we have B minor, F sharp 7, move the bar up to the 4th fret for A, and then we're going to go to an E chord. So to play E, we have our A chord in place already. We're going to keep the bar down here on the 4th fret. I'm going to pull off my middle and ring finger and place my pinky on the 7th fret of the A string. So now I have this version of an E chord here. You could also play the E chord with middle, ring, and pinky on the G, C, and E string, and your pointer finger on the A string of the 2nd fret. That's also an E chord there too. So if you're trying to avoid the bar chords, which you shouldn't do, but that's the option that you have for the A and the E there. So we have B minor, F sharp 7, A, E. Now we're going to take this bar and slide it down to a G chord. So we move down here and we compress down the 2nd fret with our index finger. Using the same shape that we used for the A major chord, we have our ring finger on the G string 4th fret, middle finger on the E string of the 3rd fret. It sounds like this. And then we move to a D chord, and the D chord is played here with our index finger on the 2nd fret and pinky on the 5th fret. So if you look at that move that we just did, we went A to E, and then we moved the shape down and went G to D. And then our final 2 chords here, we have an E minor chord. So I'm going to keep this bar on the 2nd fret, and I'm going to make an E minor shape. So the E minor bar shape here is ring finger on the G string, 4th fret, pinky on the C string, 4th fret, middle on the E string of the 3rd fret, and that looks like this. This is a really good one. This is a nice E minor shape here. And then our last chord is an F sharp 7, which we've already done, and then we just move here. So the cool thing is, those chords and that progression that we just learned will cover the intro, the solo, and all of the verses for the song. So if you can navigate through those bar chords and that pattern, you can play all of the verses and the solo and the intro. So there'll be a little change for the chorus when we get there, but no new chords to learn. So focus on those chords, try to learn them. Really work on following your index finger as you move around the bar chords, and really try to make that connection that when you're playing on the 2nd fret, you have all these options for different bar chords without even making any horizontal movements. So those are the chords. Let's talk about the strumming pattern that we'll use here for the intro. If you're digging the sound of my uke, head over to allforuke.com/shop. You can have a Kala ukulele for yourself. When you buy your Kala ukulele through All for Uke, you're supporting us, and we really appreciate it. Make sure you check it out. Concerts, sopranos, tenors, baritones, a wide selection of accessories, capos, and more. All for you, allforuke.com/shop. All right, so let's dig into the strumming pattern here. So we know the chords already. I'm just going to use the first 2 chords to demonstrate. So the first chord, B minor, we do down, up, 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 down, up, down, up. And then we move to the F sharp 7 and we do down, up, 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 down. So on the 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 7th chord, we use down, up, 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 down, up, down, up. And on the 2nd chord, 4th chord, 6th, and 8th chord, we use down, up, 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 down. So basically, all you're doing is omitting that last up, down, up every other time. So just check out the chords listed below, and we'll play this together here through the intro section. Follow along as we do it, and just kind of try to make sure that you're keeping an eye on removing that up, down, up every other time. So here we go. Let's play this together. I'm going to do it really slow, and I'm going to talk through the strumming pattern as we do it. If you need to pause and redo this a few times, you're totally welcome to. Starting with the B minor chord, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down. Down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down. Down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down. Down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down. All right, let's check out the verse section here. So, because the Eagles are super cool, they have a couple of different things happening here in the verse section. So if you listen to the song recording, you kind of hear this kind of reggae sounding guitar happening, and I'm going to show you how to do the strumming pattern for that. But for the main rhythm, for those of you who just want to sing and play this one, and the bar chords are maybe giving you enough to worry about right now, we'll just use the island strum. So the island strum, if you've never used it before, is down, down, up, up, down, up. So for singing and playing, I'll use that strumming pattern in the play along later, but I want to give you this really cool strumming pattern that kind of emulates that guitar sound that you hear. So I'm going to play it for you and then I'll break it down. So I'm just using the B minor chord here. The strumming pattern is So it's got a really cool feel to it. Let me show you how I do that. So just holding a B minor chord here, and this is one situation in life where bar chords are to your advantage because we have some muting going on, and muting is always easier when you already have the strings covered here. So my first down strum is a mute. So when I hit this chord, I don't have my fingers compressed on the strings, I'm just touching the strings. So I go mute, and then I do a down strum, and that down strum is a staccato. So I strum down, and as soon as I clear the strings, I release the pressure of my fingers. So that's what gives it that short kind of sound to it. So it's mute, down, and then I go up and do the exact same thing with a staccato. So we have mute, down, up, and then we go to another and strum, which is mute, with an up, and then our last strum is down, which will be staccato. So the whole thing together is mute, down, up, and then an up strum, fully muted, and then our last one is a down strum staccato. All right, so this is a little bit more of a complex pattern, so let's play it together nice and slow. I'm just gonna let you listen to me as you're playing it, and if you need to rewind back and kind of do it with me again, all good. So we're gonna do this 2 times per chord as we go through. It's the exact same chord order we used for the intro here. So take a listen, I'll kind of guide us through and tell us when the chord changes are happening. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. E, G, D, E minor, F sharp 7. Are you guys having fun yet? Let's get into the chorus section here. So with the chorus section, we use the exact same chords. We're just going to put them in a little different order, and we're going to use the island strum for the strumming pattern here. So check out the chords listed on the screen here. We're going to do each time through the strumming pattern, 2 times through the strumming pattern for each chord rather. So as you go through this, just follow along in the chords. I'm going to use all of the bar chord shapes for this section as well. So this is a lot of good bar chord practice for you. I know you love it. I know you're like, Kevin, give me more bar chords. I love this. Here we go. So starting on the G chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, up, down, up, down. Switch to D. F sharp 7. B minor, back to G. See your index finger's been staying the whole time. And then move to D, to E minor, to F sharp 7. All right, here we go. We're going to do a consolidated play along here. We're going to do the intro, 2 verses, and the chorus. So catch the strumming pattern for the intro. We'll do that 1 time, and then we're going to get into the island strum for the verses and the chorus. So here we go, starting on the B minor chord. Get those bar chords ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, 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 down, up, down, up, down, up, 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 down. Down, up, 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 down. To the G. E minor, to the verse. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. Verse 2, there she stood in the doorway. I heard a mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. And then she lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor. I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Plenty of room at the Hotel California. Any time of year, you can find it here. Well, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial for the Eagles Hotel California. It's a great song and it's a great template for you to work on your bar chords. Let me know, where are you playing your uke with me around the world? Leave that in the comments below, and I have a song sheet put together with all of the chords, the strumming pattern, everything laid out nicely for you to print out and use. I'm going to put that at allforuke.com where you can check that out and play along. My name's Kevin. I thank you so much for playing with me, and I'll see you next time.
Let's get